So I welcome you. Good afternoon to the online open day at University of Gastronomic Sciences. I'm going to present, to explain the Master in Agroecology and Food Sovereignty. So I thank all of you for being here and to show your interest in this course. My name is Paola Migliorini. I'm the convener, and this is a new master. We will start the first edition in 2 weeks, the 28th of September. And it's a one-year master program, like all other master program at University of Gastronomic Sciences, Pollenzo. And has 3 main dimensions: agroecology and sustainable food system, food sovereignty and sustainable agro-ecosystem, embedded in an action and experiential learning approach. So there are, from one side, the topic, agroecology and food sovereignty. On the other side, very important and fundamental for this master is the methodology, the pedagogical approach, that is action and experiential learning. So let's say, in a nutshell, the purpose of the master is educating the next generation of professionals in the agri-food system. And this is also the title of a Horizon 2020 research project in the European main research area that I coordinate inside UNISG. It's a project focus on our reflection on how to educate the next generation of professionals in agri-food system. We are 19 partners from all over the world, 3 continents participate. And we have been working, developing this master program already since 2 years inside this international community of universities and research center from all over the world. So the idea is to develop, to understand and analyze aspects of sustainable changes in area of agroecology, food, sustainability, gastronomy, agriculture, environment, urban and rural, food sovereignty, and so on and so forth, but using the complex real situation in the center. So there is not theory that follow, let's say, that grasp reality, but the other way around. So the practical and the real cases are in the center, and the theoretical and research approach is extract. So in a deductive way. The focus is about it's about research and also implementation of agricultural, food, environmental policy analysis, production, and consulting. So the output. So when you graduate with this master, you can find work, let's say, in continuing research, so in university and research center. There is also the possibility to do the second level master with 2 universities where I strongly collaborate with, that is ISARA in Lyon, France, and NBU in Norway. Then, of course, in the domain of NGO and international organization like FAO, CGR, and so on and so forth. Private company and UNISG have a, let's say, considerable reach partnership. So those are some pictures from the process, because we, as I told you, we have developed this program with a very participatory approach. So we have developed, for example, 2 international workshops in 2018 and in 2019, inviting former student of UNISG, actual student of UNISG, farmer, international professor from other university, and slow food coordinator, where we discussed it and we, let's say, asked ourselves in a during 3 days workshop one time and another 3 days workshop another time, what should be the methods, how do we learn, what are the competences that a master program like this should develop. So it's very focused on not only on agroecology and food sovereignty, but on agroecologist and the active citizenship. Then there will be also a lot of practice. So the aim of the master is to provide, first of all, a broad vision about what is agroecology and food sovereignty, to get to know different dimensions of agriculture and food system, in particular how to develop transition, to foster transition into sustainability and sustainable food system, to integrate theoretical concept with hands-on practical experience and experiential learning, and develop a critical understanding of food, focusing on 5 core competences. So development of dialogue, observation, participation, reflection, and visioning. So the program it will be in English for maximum 25 students, minimum 15. It's a 12-month activity. The fee are like the other master, 16,500. And we have maybe a little bit different from other UNIS master. Slow Food International is a partner, a real partner of this master. So we have developed some section together, in particular related to the Terra Madre community, slow food community around the world. Then there are, as I told you, 2 other main university collaborators. Gary Lieblein, that is a colleague of mine, also a coordinator of a master in agroecology since already 20 years in NBU, so Norway. And Alexander Wetzer, another colleague and friend of mine, and we collaborated. He's also the coordinator of agroecology master in Isara. And we are also developing a strong connection with Wageningen University. So those 2 universities will host graduate student of master at UNIS in agroecology to finish, to complete the 2nd year. So it can be a second master level. Who we are searching for? We are searching for, yes, enthusiastic and activist people about food, gastronomy, agroecology, sustainable food system, food sovereignty, with a BA degree in all disciplines. In case you don't have a degree, you can become, you can join as a observer, so you can take part of all activity, but you will not get the master certificate. What are the elements that characterize this master? As I told you, is an action learning approach, very interdisciplinary. So there will be a subject about, let's say, natural science domain, and inside the social science domain. There will be a lot of P2P learning among students, so you will learn from others in an horizontal way. Horizontal, I mean peer-to-peer. And we will use the UNIS Garden as a weekly activity, and also 10-day trips to local farmer around here. There will be a mentorship program in particular during the 3rd phase that I'm going to explain very soon, when you will be out in the Terra Madre community, and you will be connected with the alumni network. So we will use e-learning Blackboard, this platform that you are now in, like Collaborate. We will use it also for online, for, let's say, in-class activity, and for online teaching and didactic activity also when you will be in remote, when you will be in rural area around the world. We have selected a list of Terra Madre community where you will spend minimum 3 months, maximum 6, so half of the program for action research project. And the thesis will be based on this experience. And so the activity in class will be partly frontal lecture, and then there will be a lot of small group activity, individual task, and practical. And then in March, so at the end of the second phase, we will spend 1 week, 5 days in a study trip. This year we will go to Sicily, for example. Those are pictures from the two co-creation process, so the two workshops that I mentioned already, where, for example, students highlight, I will answer as soon as possible to your question. So students took part, because we were very interested on what is your need, in terms of future professional, what you need to learn and to get. Who are the slow food community around the world? Yes, of course, there was a big changes before COVID and after COVID. Still, let's say, so our initial aims was to have a selection of, let's say, 5-10 community in each continent. After COVID, so for this year, we will probably restrict a little bit because some continents are, let's say, very hotspot of COVID. So in order to be more secure, we will restrict the selection, focusing on countries where there is less problem. The master have a cycle learning approach. So we start with the first phase where, let's say, we call building the ground, and where there is the presentation of multi-perspective approach. So we will visit farms, we will use the garden to explore different kind of topic, and I'm going to show you in a minute. The second phase, the first phase goes from September to December, the first trimester. Then we have another trimester in Pollenzo where we will explore more the agroecological and agro-ecosystem, farm level and food system. Then at the end of, beginning of April, you will leave to the Terra Madre community phase, so the third phase, the action, learning and research, individual or in small group of 2-3. So let's say April, May, and June will be there, and then you can continue, or you come back home, or you come back in Pollenzo. And the fourth phase is for finalizing the thesis, so working on the data and the collection of activity and work you did in Terra Madre community, in the analysis. And then there will be the defense in September, with publication of 2 outputs. The first output is the scientific master thesis, and the second one is a booklet where with picture and some descriptive, the collection of the different Terra Madre and student work will be disseminated. So the phases are content from September to December is the first. So we start in September, October with the introduction of the master, so to understand the process, the action learning approach, the competence development, as well as the first Terra Madre experience presentation and connection. So you will meet the community. This year, due to COVID, the Terra Madre event in Torino is not taking place, as probably you know already. So we will do it online, but still with the local representative of those Terra Madre community. And then you will have those courses: Agroecology 1, Food Sovereignty 1, System Thinking, Cultural Ecology and Anthropology, Sociology and Rural Development, Right to Food, Food Law, Gender Issue, International Economics and Policy. So those are weekly course that you will have during October, November, December. Then at the end of December, the student will be matched with the Terra Madre community. So the community will be selected and even more identified during these 3 months, and the student will be matched according to languages, ability, theme, research themes, any other, let's say, characteristic, willing. So it's a meeting, it's a match between community offer and student demand, and the other way around. The second phase is from January to March, and you will explore other courses, again, weekly courses, so climate change, soil, water, biodiversity, foraging, plant, animal husbandry, fishery, and aquaculture. At the end of this phase, there will be the study trip, and then when you come back, you will present the plan for learning and research in Terra Madre community to your colleague, and then you will leave for the second part, the third phase from April to June, where there will be the real experiential phase of 3 months. And in this period, you will be followed by us, by a mentorship program, and you will have some lecture on demand, as well as meeting with your colleague in other Terra Madre community online. That's why, for example, we have selected a community and place where anyhow Wi-Fi is present, because otherwise it will be difficult to follow you. And then, as I told you, the fourth phase, July-September, is more to reconnect all those steps to finalize the thesis. And the people that would like to can continue the master level for a second degree, for a second level degree. I'm almost to the end. So yeah, this year the enrollment, of course, is finished, and we will start soon in 2 weeks. We have a nice group of students from all over the world, different nationality: North America, Europe, Africa, Indonesia, South America. The attendance is mandatory. The fee are the one as the other master. You enroll, and there is the first the deposit of 2,000, and then you pay into part. And of course, there will be also 3 workshops of career office, where in September, then in January, and then in March, you will meet our career office that will help you to develop your curricula, your CV, your job opportunity, and linkages to your next step. So the master program has been, let's say, developed by me with strong collaboration with Natalia Rastrogueva and Charlotte Prelorenzos. Natalia is a researcher at uni, so we are a team. She works mainly for the Horizon 2020 project, Next Food. And Charlotte was a previous master student, so she has a master degree she did the thesis with me. And she's now continued to work in my team and she will be your main facilitator, your main contact, so class contact. So I have finished the official frontal presentation. So I'm going to ask you if you have a question. In the chat, there is a question from Agnes. Terra Madre community, are they local? What do you mean with local? Do you mean from Piedmont? Or, yeah, okay, no. Terra Madre community are from all over the world. You will visit already some during the first and second phase. We will visit, for example, an eco village, a biodynamic eco village. We will visit some producer. And of course, also those could be selected by you for the third phase, but they are worldwide. So we have, at the moment, for this year, we have selected in total 40, and we will present to the student priority list of 10, and they are from Italy, from Europe, from Laos, from Uganda, from Cuba, so from all over the world, Japan. Okay, in the moment there are some new maybe people. I see there are Lauren, Rachel, and Sophia, if I'm not wrong, that they enter. Okay. Yes, of course, there is. So Agnes asked, there could be the possibility to do the third phase in Piedmont. Yes, of course. I'm also thinking about, for example, we have this year an Indonesian lady and a guy from Uganda. They hardly got the visa to come to Italy, so it could be that for them the best option will be to remain in Piedmont and to do their third phase somewhere in Italy, because they don't have to re-ask for a visa process that costs, it takes a lot of time. So of course it's an option in case you are willing to do it. You can stay in Piedmont. So it will be a matching according to your needs, to your wish, also in terms of research thematic and topic. Okay, there are other questions. Okay, thank you, Agnes. Are class during first and second phase daily? Any flexibility on picking schedule or schedule imposed? Okay, no, the attendance is compulsory. So it's daily base from Monday to Friday every day. So the only free time is Saturday and Sunday. It's a very intense program. So yeah, I don't want to make any, let's say, of course it's up to you, but I hardly think that you could do something else while you are doing this master. Something else, I mean, working during night or I don't know, whatever, because it will be demanding. You will have from 9 to 5 activity. That doesn't mean frontal class. Activity means some frontal class, but you also have to deliver every week an output. Could be a paper, could be a presentation, could be a reflection document, could be an activity that needs that you dedicate time to it. You're welcome. Okay, any other question? Or of course, I'm available. You can write me email in the future or whatever you want. Sorry, where I am. Okay. So I hope that it was useful for you and clear enough. So in case, of course, this presentation, maybe I stop the registration